Hi, my name's Nikki. I'm from Codemakers, and over the past few years I've taught hundreds of 8 to 12-year-old kids how to code. And I wanted to make this quick video for parents to explain a few signs that your child might actually have a natural gift for coding. Writing code requires that your child learns to think in a very logical and detail-oriented way, because computers, they understand logic, but they just don't understand abstract instructions. Now, I've found that students that are naturally gifted at math, science, anything that's like fact-based, number-based, or very logical, tend to excel at coding because they're already naturally gifted at that linear way of thinking. At Codemakers, we've taught many gifted and talented students. So these are students that are very, very intelligent, but their parents tell me that they sometimes have struggled to maintain focus in school because they're understimulated. And then they discover coding and they find something that's creative, but it's incredibly intellectually challenging. It requires them to really think and to think in a different kind of way, and to continuously challenge themselves in order to create cooler and cooler things on the computer. And so a lot of kids that are very gifted and talented, they discover coding and then they have something outside the classroom that they can focus on and that challenges them. And parents have reported that that actually helps their child maintain focus inside the classroom as well. So when I was a kid, I was highly creative. I was always making things. I always had projects on the go, little business projects or craft projects. And I've taught a lot of very creative kids. And I think the reason they really like coding is because it allows them to bring their creative visions to life on a computer, to create their own games, their own apps, their own websites, anything that they want they can do with code. But I do find that the creative kids, I wouldn't say they necessarily excel at coding straight away, not like the maths-based or logical-based kids do. But what they do have is, because they have that creative vision and they see code as like a toolbox of like a whole thing of art supplies that allows them to bring that vision to life. I find that the creative kids tend to stick with it, and they put in the work required to develop that more logical, linear type of thinking if they really want to bring their vision to life. So I think that's why coding is an amazing thing for really creative kids, because although they might not be naturally as gifted as the math-based kids, they definitely seem to have the persistence because they see it as a creative tool. Now, in this last category, I just want to talk about kids that have a slight obsession with computer games. Now, to be fair, that probably describes most modern day kids, and not all of them have a natural gift for coding. But this is like the creative kids that I mentioned earlier, in that if they're passionate about something, if they're passionate about computer games, and a lot of them maybe think, oh, I want to be a game maker when I grow up, or I want to create my own games. I find that that passion tends to translate into perseverance, and they put in the work in order to learn the skills required to write the code to bring that game to life. And so that can kind of translate over time into that natural aptitude for coding. So if any of these traits ring a bell, then your child might have a natural passion or gift for coding that is worth exploring. I hope this video was helpful. If you liked it, please share it with other parents and make sure to like my page, and I will see you later. Bye!